The big reason why relationships don't work between the employer and the Philippine virtual assistant is this: cultural differences. In this video, I'm going to share with you the fundamental culture of the Philippines and why it's super important that you understand this if you're considering hiring a Filipino virtual assistant. As you know, guys, I live in the Philippines 75% of my time. All my team are home-based in the Philippines. And a lot of businesses and a lot of entrepreneurs do tremendously well by hiring a Filipino VA. Low cost, high skilled, but some don't. Some have problems. Some bang their head against the wall continuously because the employee goes AWOL, the employee disappears, the relationship just breaks down. The big reason that happens is, or the number one reason in all my experience and talking to entrepreneurs is the cultural differences, just not understanding the fundamental cultural difference. So, let me get straight to it right now. Here are some important things to take into account if you're hiring a Filipino VA or you're thinking of outsourcing the Philippines. Personality traits. Predominantly Filipinos are real sensitive, very sensitive people. And that's a nice thing, but it can cause a problem for employers. If you're an Alec Baldwin style, Glen Ross, coffees for closers type of guy, pick up your skirt, grab your ball, it's probably not going to work very well. Because traditionally, typically a Filipino is very sensitive, which means things that in America maybe, or Britain, especially in America, I'm only joking if you're American, but you know, we are more direct in the West. We can be quite blunt compared to a lot of Asian culture. And that's one thing you've got to really be careful of in the Philippines. Just make sure that you're communicating well and that constructive criticism and, you know, encourage people. Because we all screw up. I screw up. You screw up. Your VA will screw up at some point. You know, we all do. So understand that, be constructive, and don't shout and bawl and swear effing and blind, because that's what is really a big contributing factor to the relationship not working. Religion. Believe it or not, in the Philippines, religion still plays a very important role in society. Predominantly it's Roman Catholic, but you know, there's different religions there as well. So take into account religion and things like Easter, Christmas, and other religious holidays. It's a big deal in the Philippines, so just take that one into account. Politeness. Now this isn't a bad quality. I mean, geez, polite, we're taught as kids to say please and thanks. But one thing that will take you by surprise, this isn't a bad trait, it's, you know, but one thing I will say is it'll take you really by surprise, as I said. Sir, ma'am, yes sir, of course sir, of course ma'am, this kind of thing, which in America, I know you guys in the service industry say sir and ma'am a little bit as well, but if you're from Britain especially, or Australia or New Zealand, you'll find this really bizarre at first. It hit me actually, because it's kind of like an over courtesy. But just take that into account, and really I'm just bringing it up here. Don't mock or take the piss. Don't take the mic off. So that's just a trait to expect if you've never been to the Philippines or worked with a VA in the Philippines before. Lack of communication. Your VA is at the other end of the world, the other side of the world. We have Slack, we have, you know, Teamwork, we have Skype, we have Trello, we have all these online tools now. That means working with someone in the Philippines, a VA, is just as easy as having somebody locally in an office. I know it because I do it. As I said, all my guys are home-based. Thousands of people do. But communicate daily. Don't just send a list of tasks and have zero communication, because it's gonna leave your VA disillusioned and unmotivated. So just keep the flow of conversation going. And remember, it's a person. This isn't, you know, so just keep it human. Expecting them to be superheroes. Okay, so you're paying somebody $400 or $500 a month, and I don't care if you're paying them 10 grand a month in America or the UK. The point I'm trying to make here is, don't expect them to be superhuman. If you're hiring someone as a general VA, list the tasks on the job advert. Go to www.VirtualStaff.ph, post your job, virtual assistant, post the skills you need, job description, then boom. Can they develop new skills? Of course they can. But what I'm saying here is don't hire a VA and expect them to be the SEO expert, the PPC expert, oh, by the way, they're also a CPA, they're also excellent at writing content, and they're also magicians when it comes to digital marketing. I mean, let's just get realistic. Hire skilled staff. If you need the SEO guy, hire virtual assistant SEO or SEO expert. But don't expect them to do everything in the business. It doesn't work like that. That's when it doesn't work out. And it's when you're really not going to get the benefits of what a VA can be or what a virtual employee can be. And the benefits are huge, by the way. The upsides are huge. I know it from, as I keep saying, from my own experience. So just don't expect them to be superhuman. Okay, so that's just a few reasons and a few, hopefully a few ideas floating around, and hopefully I've clarified and cleared some things up and gave you something to work with ultimately. If you're looking to go forward and hire a VA or outsource the Philippines. If you want to get, more information, if you want to find out everything you need to know, the ins and outs, the costs, we have a free salary guide, by the way, on VirtualStaff.ph. But also, feel free, go to my site, www.michaelbrodie.net, and I'll show you I show people the Virtual Boss lifestyle, and I also just literally talk, I blog, I podcast about everything when it comes to hiring VAs and outsourcing and leverage and business common sense. Common sense is not so common. So if you need any of that, go to the site. Feel free to comment below if you want me to ask it, if you want me to answer anything. And also tweet me at the Virtual Boss. Tweet me now. Imagine, jeez. Okay, so yeah, get me on any of them. Hope the videos helped. Good luck outsourcing. All the best.
If you want to hire a virtual assistant today, check out www.VirtualStaff.ph. Like us on Facebook and follow Michael Brodie on Twitter @TheVirtualBoss.